Hey everybody, what's up? Just thought I'd give you a bit. Okay, and like I was saying, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a, as you can see, Sonic news, if you will. Let you know, in case some of you don't know this by now, the first two post-Worlds Collide crossover covers for the main comic and the universe spin-off have been released. Both covers are very intriguing. Both have Valiant covers, if you will. So all of them, all four of these have Valiant covers. So if you're interested in Valiant covers, they're pretty cool. Now the first one, of course, 252, is a bit of a, I guess you could say, an epilogue or post-epilogue to Worlds Collide, and basically the continuation. It's basically At All Costs Part 2, and it's basically the epilogue to the entire Mecha Sally World Tour 2 Death Egg Mark II arc. I guess. I'm not really sure. And in Sonic Universe issue 55 is the start of a new story that takes place obviously in Blaze's world. And it's going to feature Blaze, Marina, Amy, and Cream. So that kind of tells you that might have some effects out of the whole Worlds Collide situation, because how in the world does Amy and Cream, who are obviously in Sonic's Prime world, end up in Blaze's world? So that could be an effect there too. So we get At All Costs Part 2. And then after At All Costs, we get what is being dubbed by the solicits, if I can find them, here online for a second. Hold on for a second. If I can find them here online. Basically, the most, well, I'll read it to you in a minute, but it's supposed to be a big time deal. We don't know how many parts it's going to be. It's supposed to be a big time deal, and it's called Countdown to Chaos. Yeah. Sonic gets his own countdown arc. Let's just pray to God, and I'm sure there's a lot of comic book fans that are going to be praying that it's not like DC's countdown. But yeah, Sonic gets his own little countdown arc, if you can believe that. Let's see if I can find it here. There we go. Now, what's interesting about this, and I will provide a link down below so you guys can look at the covers, look at the solicits. What's interesting about it is the covers, all of them look good. But what's even more funny about this is for the first time since I believe, I'm trying to think, what was the name again? It was one of Ian's first triple threats, if you will, one of his first three-part stories. I have it. Darkest Storm, that's what it is. I think ever since, for the first time since Darkest Storm, as far as I know, we're going to have interlocking covers. In other words, it's going to be like piecing together one big old splash page, or splash picture, if you will. Now, excuse me, now I apologize there for a second because I'm looking up, trying to make sure I find the information here. Now, what's funny about this is it's not just with the main covers of the Countdown to Chaos arc, but it seems to be interlocking covers when it comes to the Valiant covers for Sonic Universe. Now, apparently, it seems that after everything is sort of restored, it seems that Eggman is trying to find the Death Egg. That's right. Now, hold on, I'll read the solicits in a second if they'll get here without no problems. Here we are. It says, the epic journey starts here. Countdown to Chaos, Part 1. Countdown to Chaos, Part 1. Now what's unique about the cover when you look at it If you have Sonic, you have Tails, you have Silver Sonic, you have Big, you have Uncle Chuck, who seems to have gotten a bit of a modern redesign himself, and you have a red boot. You have a red shoe right next to Sonic. Now, some people at the Bumble King forums have already interpreted that red shoe to be Sally. Now, I know some people here will be like, well, how can it be Sally's? The only person with red shoes is Amy. That's true. Amy is the one with the red shoes, but the problem is this. Here's the problem. The shoes are designed similar to the redesigned boots and shoes of Sally. So how can it be how can it be Amy if the boots are designed almost similar to Sally's? And how can that be if Amy's with Blaze? Because like I said, these stories all take place in both comics at the same time, just different scenarios. Now, unless, of course, the universe thing takes place, does a different time and place situation, or different dimension, different place situation, whatever you want to call it, then yeah, the red boot could be explained to be Amy, if the pirate thing is different time and place. But I don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's the result of the whole chaos situation, the whole Genesis wave. That's just my opinion as a fan. Just my opinion. Now this is what the solicits say for 253, which is the first part of Countdown to Chaos. It says, the biggest, most shocking event in Sonic comic history is on the way. And you can grab a front row seat in Countdown to Chaos Part 1. Sonic and Tails are on a journey to the Mystic Ruins jungle in search of the missing paths. What they encounter is sure to surprise you. Meanwhile, Dr. Eggman begins the long trek back to his deadly Death Egg 2 Battle Fortress. Will our heroes find him and stop him before he launches again? And just who or what is, quote-unquote, the Sky Patrol? And what does this have to do with the missing freedom fighters? Don't miss a moment of the chaos featuring the first in a series of all-new interconnecting covers by Sonic artist superstar Ben Bates and bone-chilling variant cover by T-Rex. So now, here's the one thing about the solicits when you look at who's written it. Ian Flynn, according to Paul Kaminsky, is the one that writes Countdown to Chaos. They just accidentally credited Tracy Yarlin. Now, Universe is called Pirate Plunder Panic. That's Universe, Sonic Universe. And again, it also has what looks to be interlocking covers for the variant. And Tracy Yarlin is the one doing the pirate one. Now, again, when you take a look at these covers, when I provide the links, as a matter of fact, maybe I should show you the covers just in case I forget. I don't know if you can see that very well. I don't know if you can see that very well. But if you can, you might see like a little shoe right there next to Sonic and all that. But again, I will provide the link down below for the covers. Now, again though, it makes you wonder what exactly is what makes this the biggest, if not most, shocking event in Sonic comic history. It makes you wonder, makes you wonder what Sonic Tails will encounter in the Mystic Ruins jungle. And how will it surprise not just them, but us? And basically, for those that may or may not know, who is Sky Patrol? And what does this have to do with the missing freedom fighters? And there's the key word right there. Freedom fighters. That's right. For those of you that are probably hoping that that wouldn't be a case anymore, guess what? They're back. That's right. Ian said that basically the freedom fighters were done. Well, he sort of said that in a sense when he did Team Freedom and Team Fighters. Guess what? They're back. That's what it sounds like to me. That the freedom fighters are back, and it looks like even with their redesigns are going to be better than ever. But then the question is, who joined Sonic and Tails on their journey besides maybe Uncle Chuck, Big, maybe Nicole? Who joined him? Who is that red boot right next to Sonic, that red shoe? Is it Sally's or is it Amy? But again, how can it be Amy if she's in the Pirate Adventure? If she's in Pirate Plunder Panic? Unless, like I said, unless Pirate Plunder Panic is an Elseworld story, which I don't think it is. It sounds like he's trying to gear up to make the fall season, the end of the year, the end of 2013, a memorable one. Now, we all know that the longest he can go with this, if he's doing it in parts, the longest he can go is 4 parts. That's the average for the comic. If he goes beyond 4, then he truly is living up to it being the biggest. But we'll have to wait and see. It sounds like it's just going to be a 4-part deal that's going to close out 2013 and begin 2014. That's what it sounds like to me. We're going to close out 2013 with part 1, 2, maybe 3, and then 4, and then we'll begin 2014 in February with a fresh start. But we'll have to wait and see. Because you got to realize, starting in 2014, they're going to start building towards the 25th anniversary. And the 25th anniversary, of course, won't be till 2016, if not 2015 itself. But still, they're going to be starting to slowly build towards that situation, towards that moment, if you will, that people are going to want to talk about for quite some time. So, again though, that's what it seems like to me. If it's supposed to be the biggest, quote unquote the biggest, then it sounds like they're going to put all their eggs into this basket. But now, the question is, where are they going to go from after Countdown to Chaos? Where do they go from there? You know, what happens? Where do they go from there? What's next in line? We don't know. All we do know is in the next few weeks, we'll get another pop in another few weeks, because it feels just like it feels like 2 weeks ago we got the 252 cover or something. So it sounds like in another few weeks we'll get the cover for 254, find out who's alongside them, and then go from there. Remember, now like I said, when you take a look at it and you look at that shoe next to Sonic, and you think to yourself, well, who could that be? Remember, when 230's cover was brought out originally, was first introduced, we didn't know who it was. We had a good idea, basically, who it was on the cover, but at that moment, all we got was a question mark. We didn't know who it was, or who it could be. I mean, who it was or what it could be, I should say. But like I said, we pretty much already had an idea, but we didn't know yet. So this red shoe could be just a throw-off, could be just like that question mark, a throw-off for the newer readers. But maybe even for the older readers, we don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Remember, these are just cover previews. They're not officially the covers just yet. They're the cover previews. Remember, a lot can change. If you want a good example, take a look at Endangered Species. I think the second issue of that. They had on the bottom corner, originally, Amy and Julie Sue, And then because of the legal matters, it just became Amy. So again, we'll have to wait and see. So, till next time, guys, I hope you all enjoyed watching this. And that's really all I can say. I will provide a link down below so you guys can look at the covers and solicit yourself. And let me know what you guys think about it. Do you agree with my theories, basically, on my theories on what, Pirate Plunder Panic and Kingdom of the Chaos could be like? Let me know what you guys think below, and I will talk to y'all later. God bless. Take care.